Hi everyone. I want to show you how to build a story map. This is my ArcGIS Online, so it's going to look a little different compared to yours. But essentially the map we just created was the adult obesity rate. And so let's start with that. And this is named a little different than what yours is going to be named. That's all right. So if we just go into here, we click on my content. This is all going to be your content that you've created in this class so far, which should be just pretty much this obesity data. So if we click on this, we get here. Now we want to go to create web app, and we want to create a story map. And so this is going to open up Storybuilder. And so this is what it's going to look like for you. So you should give your story a title, obesity rates, and correlations, something like that. And then you can write a short introduction here about your thing. You just give me your name, so forth. You can click on this little add button here, and we'll find out about that. So here's our first map, and we kind of make that show up kind of how we want it to kind of look a little bit in there. Then you can write a caption for this map. If you want to click in here and say obesity rates so far for the US, something like that. You can come up with something more thoughtful. Next here is the thing is you can click this content here. These are all the things that you can add. So maybe we're going to add another map. Maybe you want a text here. So here you can discuss things about this map here. So you'll kind of talk about that. Then you can click down here, and then you can want to add a separator. And then you can click here and say, now I want to add another map. So we created these 4 other maps, and now we want to kind of bring these in. So we can click on map. And so this could be under my maps. So there would be everything that you've done. This is mine, so it's a little different. So I can go to my organization. I can go, let's see. Where did that go? I'm looking for high school graduate. No. What do I want to add? I'm trying to look for something I want to add here. We'll go to my groups. You won't have all these groups either. So maybe we can add in obesity and smoking. This is something I created from something else. You can click on that. It'll take a little while for it to load. Then you can kind of, with your mouse, you can just zoom in to make sure. Here you're going to not be looking at the United States as a whole. You are going to be looking at your state. So if I did New Mexico, for example, what you would like is for the map to open up centered on New Mexico, because this is where it's going to draw the map reader into there. So once you get that there, you can say place map. And we have New Mexico. So we can click on here and add that. We can add some more text. We could add an image. Maybe you want to bring in an image that you've saved somewhere. Maybe you found some videos discussing things, audio, things like that. So as you kind of go through here, you can add another text, smoking. So you should kind of add some kind of descriptive things, kind of talking about smoking. So for example, you kind of look here in New Mexico, smoking does not seem to be very prevalent. Talked about some of the data in there. So you can add that. Then you can add maybe another separator. You can always add an image. It's going to want to search somewhere for a link to something, or maybe upload it from files if you want to do something there. That kind of helps tell your story. So essentially, then we can go up here, we can go to preview. And you can share it with your organization is what you want to do, or public. So I would just share it with the organization. Then you can push publish. But first, let's go to preview. And this is what your map's going to look like. you have to kind of do some configuring. But notice how this map centered on New Mexico. We can also still pan it. We have some text here. We have our dividers. So this is everything we're kind of doing to build our map, and we're going to tell a beautiful story about that. Different previews here if you want to look at it and so forth. So close out of that. So the next thing, once you have your map all complete, finished, you can add a cover image. You can go publish, go to organization, sharing group. You want to share in, you're only going to have one group in here, but you want to share it with this group here, and click publish. Checking for issues. Publishing it. And so there's our final map. It's going to take a little bit second here for it to draw. Hopefully. What's going on? There we go. Internet's kind of going slow today. It has to think more. But it'll load. And we have our map. And so that's what you did. And so then you'll just share the URL for this. You can still edit your story, change things around if you didn't like it, and then just go back and publish it again as well. And that's how you create the story map.